What's up, crypto kids, node army, profit seekers, DeFi degens, all my friends, how you guys doing? I'm coming at you from Louverture 2.0, which has not launched. But basically, this is just a heads up video, kind of get ready and go over a little bit of what's going on. I'm not going to read this entire white paper to you. I'm just going to recommend that you come over and read this. But Louverture is launching a 2.0. And this is pretty exciting. I just want to point out that Louverture was they're kind of on the cutting edge of most things. And, despite this being a very, very hard space to be in, right? Because you get a lot of negativity coming to you, especially as a developer, an owner of a protocol, someone trying to do cutting edge things, because there's real money involved. And there's so many trolls out there, and there's so many, it's very much behind the people behind the steering wheel. They act one way when they're behind their car, and then when you get out and you talk to them face to face, they act like a total another way, right? Someone who's a total, an ass behind the wheel of a car could be one of the greatest guys, and they wouldn't act that way to your face. Well, a lot of people are like that on crypto Twitter, on the Discords, on in Telegram, all over the place, because it's easy to be negative when no one can call you out for it, right? When you're hiding behind some avatar or behind and it's not that you're hiding, or that you're positioned behind an avatar, right? And so for me, from where I'm at, being in this space where I want, where I like being in the cutting edge DeFi protocols, because, that's where the money is. That's where the cutting edge innovation is. And these guys are the forefront of those. This was the first ring fork. How many node as a services, how many ring forks are there? These guys were at the front of that game. And so you could pretty much rest assured that any innovations that they come up with, other people are going to be copying them. They're a leader in this space for a reason, because they keep doing stuff. They keep building. They put their heads down. They work, and they get a lot of grief for it. But from where I'm at, I'm very thankful for the, Louverture, the team, Omega, all of it, because, it takes a lot of grit. It takes a lot of freaking balls to step into the ring and put your dukes up and not quit, and still be on the cutting edge. And many other protocols have come and gone since these guys have come into this space, and I'm more confident about Louverture than I've ever been. And so, that's the way it is. Right now, don't go buy any tokens. I actually bought some the other day. I think I bought them before the snap or after the snapshot. And if you did just buy some recently, go dump them, because those LV1 tokens are going to be migrated to an LV2. You're going to be able to trade them 1-for-1. But you don't want to be buying any tokens now, because there was a snapshot that was taken, and any tokens that you purchase now won't be transferable. So don't do that. I probably need to go, sell some of the ones that I have bought in the past week or so. But, just know that I'm here to make sure you don't make that same mistake, right? Okay, this is pretty cool. So I'm going to read this short little section. The launch of Louverture 2.0 Rise looks to build on the innovative roots through the introduction of the multifaceted, multi-tiered proprietary gamification of the ER72021 standard NFTs to our existing node protocol. So ER721, that's your NFTs, right? ERC20, that's your coins. We built and implemented a first of its kind on the Avalanche network with the ability to perform true RNG. This innovation has allowed us to introduce gamification mechanics in almost all parts of V2. Fun. Our ecosystem is designed to promote trade, ownership, and exchange our tokens and NFTs across all platforms, all while helping to grow our treasury, sustain the protocol, and reward investors. To take part, it is simple. Own one of the NFTs in our ecosystem. There's elements, orbs, or black holes, and receive a perpetual passive income that can range from 180% APR to 522% APR. Pretty damn cool. Now, black hole is like your smallest ones, and that's also, from what I gather by reading this white paper, that's the old nodes that we had will be transferred into black holes. Not 100% sure on that, but that's the way I read it. We've designed the migration to be straightforward and simple. You can migrate your V1 nodes as well as your V1 tokens through the migration toolbox that they are setting up. Now, here's one cool thing. If you had been compounding your tiers and you had gotten up to the Omega tier or closer, you're going to get an extra little bonus. We don't know what it is, but it'll be a little something, little something to say thank you. That's pretty cool. I like that. And so this whole swap thing will be coming as soon as the new, the new launch is set up, the new platform is set up, and you'll be able to, easily transfer your tokens. And they kind of go through how that works here. You can only perform this migration once per wallet, so please make sure that you have the right amount of V1 LVT in your wallet that you wish to migrate. Don't try to migrate more than once. I think this is basically a look at one of the NFTs. So what are the issues out there? Copious amounts of repetition, everyone copying everybody else, no one innovating, lack of sustainability. Multiple protocols have launched with ridiculously high, too good to be true APRs, and most of them are gone now, right? Lack of innovation and engagement. The concept of both nodes and compoundings have become commonplace with no new innovation for competing protocols. At least very little, for sure. Market saturation. Every man and his dog is running a node protocol. Along with the rug pulls and lackluster quality in the current space, investor confidence hits an all-time low. That's what happens when it gets truly saturated, right? So their goal has always been the same, right? Which is to provide a sustainable, engaging, and transparent DeFi protocol that generates high-yield perpetual rewards in our community of investors with no barrier to entry. $100 worth of LVT. That's all it's going to be in the next round two, in LVT2 to create a black hole. $100. Nice. We're consistently building upon this idea of making it our mission to bring back investor confidence by providing a fun and engaging protocol that initiates collaboration and discussion through a proprietary gamification mechanic. And I really like the gamification thing they got going on. It's got you got these elements, you fuse them together, like you're creating stars. I don't know. There's what all's going on because we can't really see it all in front of us. So it's just in words. It'll be a lot easier when we have some visual when I have some visual things to point at. But gamification in every level, I like that a lot. They integrated the 721 standard across the board and implemented 3 categories of NFTs, as we discussed: black holes, elements, and orbs. For the Louverture 2.0 launch, all NFTs designed to be transferable as well as tradable. So you'll be able to basically trade your node position like a baseball card, and those people will get the rewards, they'll get what's going on, they'll get everything you've compounded. You trade your entire position like a baseball card. That's the future of NFTs. That's what makes financial NFTs so cool. And hopefully they got some little good, some art involved. I'm sure they do. Elements are the new backbone to Louverture's ecosystem. You can rest assured that this is going to be copied and copied. So we'll go over all the different levels of NFTs and what they are when we can look at them a little bit better. Here it is. We're saying they have only $100 of LVT to discover a black hole. Black holes are the ones that have a fixed API of 0.5. You're going to be able to merge. You're going to be able to compound, all the good stuff. I really like the merging. I hope that I'm going to be able to add. I like to buy during the dip and then add to my node or add to my NFT. I hope that's going to be the case. Elements are created through forging is the next forging. Elements are created through forging. You can forge any specific element you want. The minimum cost to forge is 25,000 LVT. To prevent saturating NFT marketplaces, we decided to put a minimum of 25,000 LVT to forge an element. Element size plays a role on determining the resultant ROI that your orb receives after fusion, right? Pretty cool. Rarities are forged with one of 6 rarities, each with increasingly difficult to obtain, from common all the way up to mythic. Element rarity plays a role in determining the resultant ROI that your orb receives. Now here's this cool. Elements are fixed daily at 0.6%, and that's for the orbs. Claiming, you can claim rewards from your element every 24 hours. Compounding, you can compound pinning rewards from your element every 24 hours. Compounding adds the pinning rewards to the total size of the element. In addition, you can increase the size of your element. Each compound adds to your total compound count. Accumulation of compound count increases your element's tier. Cool. And with being able to merge, basically like being able to buy the dip and add them in, so I guess I got what I wanted, didn't I? Compounding tiers. Each time an element is compounded, the compound count accumulates. Every 5 compounds, the element's tier increases by 1. So they got a whole new compounding system that sounds like it's going to be pretty exciting and fun to deal with. So orbs, that's your next one up. And check this out. Orbs are the golden goose of Louverture 2.0, and they have a potential reward of up to 1.45. Beautiful. % ROI daily. Orbs can only be created through fusion, meaning you have to get them from your previous NFTs, right? Fusion is a process in which 4 unique, one of each type, tier 3 elements can be combined together to create an orb. Really neat. So that seems like it's going to create a lot of different game theory, a lot of different, possibly selling NFTs on third place markets or second place markets, and taking those, combining them. Very, very interesting and a lot of neat stuff. And I can't wait to get involved with all this. Orb rarities are based on the daily ROI the orb is fused with. So you have your common at 0.7 and then up to 0.85 uncommon. You can see all of the sizes there. Both sizes and rarity are factors to focus on to increase your chances at a higher ROI. Very, very cool. I like all this. And like I said, we will get into this a lot deeper when this whole thing launches. Compounding tiers. Each time you compound your pinning rewards to your orb, you increase your orb's total compound count. As you accumulate compound count, your orb progresses through the tiers, similar to the other one, beta tier, 3 compounds, all the way up to 25 compounds to reach that omega tier. Milting. What is milting? Milting is a brand new gamification mechanic. This feature is especially helpful if you want another attempt at fusing a rarer orb. You can milt your orb and receive. This is like freaking cool, right? They've done so much. This is so well thought out. I'm really interested in getting into this. Now, taxes. I know people don't like taxes, but taxes do make things sustainable. That is what makes things last. That is what gives, treasuries money and all that good stuff. So let's find out what's going on here. We have addressed, revised, and implemented reasonable taxes and royalties within our ecosystem to help fund a healthy community treasury to ensure sustainability and longevity. Taxes. There will be taxes across all stages of the journey to orb creation. Black holes. There will be a 10% claim tax and a 5% compound tax on all black holes. Elements. There will be a 5% claim tax and a 5% compound tax on all elements. Orbs. 8% claim tax and 5% claim tax. Royalties. All of our NFTs attract a 5% royalty when traded on the secondary market. This royalty is sent directly to the treasury. So as these, you're saying, well, why would someone want to come buy a new node when they could just grab one from here? You never know what's going to happen in third place markets, but no matter what, every time they're traded, if it gets traded over and over and over and over again, if you trade it 20 times, 5% of that every single time goes back to the treasury to benefit everyone. That's fantastic. That's awesome. You've seen a lot of these, NFT protocols that are out there where they gift back royalties to the artist. This is very similar to the same thing. Every time it's sold, boom, 5% back to the treasury. Awesome. You trade that thing 30,000 times because we want it to, that'll just be more and more money coming into the treasury. Very smart. I like that. So what's on the roadmap? Q1 2022 on-chain governance voting system, perform initial treasury investments. All this has pretty much been done. We're down here to migration of V1. There looks like they'll have a CertiK, audit launch. Q2, improvement of the treasury and investment reporting. Integration of the Treasury and Investment Protocol Tracker and DApp, implementation of Louverture's own marketplace, implementation of a cap on the total element forges and orb fusions, NFT bonding, validators, staking pools, lots of good stuff. Explore possibility protocol expansion to multi-chain capabilities, protocol and global brand partnerships. Man, there's lots of good stuff. Like I said, these guys are the innovators in this space. I'm happy to be involved here. Don't buy any LVT tokens until this thing launches version 2. And I'm going to catch you guys on the next one. I will do another video when this whole thing launches and just giving you my thoughts. And after I've wrapped my head around it a little bit and played with it and had a good time. And come and show you all the stuff. Anyway, like, subscribe, all that jazz. Crypto music. Going to catch you guys on the flip. More power to LVT. More power to Omega. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for doing what you're doing. Ha! We're in a good spot, guys. I'm out.